Have you ever wondered if it would be possible to generate an essay or research paper with AI? Well, make sure you stick around because in today's video, we're going to be doing just that. What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite Skidiot back at it again with another AI video. And in today's video, I'm not going to be talking about Walter White GPT. No, we're not going to be making meth with ChatGPT today. I'm sorry if I'm disappointing some of you by saying that, but today we're going to be doing something just a little bit better than that. Now, before we actually get into it, I do have to say, this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. This video's purpose is not to show you how to cheat at school and, generate essays for your school classes. Like, say I went and broke my left toe and I had to go get surgery, right? If you're a surgeon, dude, and you see this video, don't use this video to pass your surgery classes. I know if I was getting operated on and I was like, hey, doc, I need a little bit of reassurance. Is this gonna go all right? And the doctor looks at me and he goes, yeah, dude, I used Veraxity's video to pass all my surgery classes, man. I know I would probably be pretty scared. So, yeah, don't do that. But I do want to take a minute to thank the people that made this video possible, HIX.AI. Huge shout out to them for sponsoring this video. But with that all out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you grab your popcorn, buckle in your seatbelt, and let's figure out today if we could actually write an essay with just AI. I'll see you over at the desktop. Now that we're on our desktop, the first thing that you're going to want to do is anonymize yourself, right? Throw on your VPN, throw on your proxies, maybe go to your local McDonald's and install a Raspberry Pi in the roof and then tunnel through that. I don't know, up to you. I'm totally kidding, by the way. But the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to open up our Tor browser right here. As you can see, this is obviously Tor browser once again. And here we have our AI essay generators. Now, this is located on the HIX.AI website, as you can see right here under EssayGPT. And we have three main features that I want to go over about this. First up is the AI essay generator feature, and with this generator, it's mainly aimed at non-college students like, middle school or high school students, and it's for exactly what it says. It's for writing essays. Now, this isn't just any regular essay generator. This is an advanced essay generator, and what do I mean by that? I mean, let's go check this out, right? So we can describe our topic right here whenever we want to generate an essay. Let's just say, an essay about the lethal dose of fent. And now the really cool thing about this essay generator is you can put it in undetectable mode, which makes it undetectable by these popular AI detectors. So if you use something like Scholar Chat to detect if your content is AI generated, this will be able to bypass that. Now let's just get, I guess 500 words works right there. So let's just hit one-click generation. We don't need to really customize it. I'm pretty sure fent is pretty lethal. And now this is just going to take a little bit, so please stand by while it generates your essay for you. As you can see, it's already generated the title, and the title is Understanding the Lethal Dose of Fentanyl. So it actually took my joke title and made it completely legit. So let's see what it comes up with. And as you can see, it's done generating here, Understanding the Lethal Dose of Fentanyl, and the output seems to be human written, but we're gonna go test that ourselves. So let's just close that right now and take a look at what it wrote for us. Wow, this is literally like a 5-paragraph essay. Look at this. Fentanyl is a high-potency synthetic opioid, is considered to have an OD with its capability for overdose due to potency, my bad, but you get the idea. It's basically very informative on the lethal dose of fentanyl. But anyway, let's just copy and paste this into some AI detectors. Now I have a list of AI detectors up here that might look familiar from last video, but let's just enter this into all of our AI detectors here and run a scan, right? So let's just run the scan on this one, and we'll run the scan on this one for now. We're scanning on GPT-0 and originality.ai. And as you can see, the originality.ai has come back as a 90% confidence that a human wrote this. Let's go to plagiarism. 0% plagiarized here. As you can see, I didn't steal this essay, Believe it or not, I did not break into the essay store and steal this essay, no. So let's check GPT-0. And on GPT-0, it looks like we have a 1% probability that it's AI generated. A 1%. All right, dude. Yeah, so it says we are highly confident that this text is entirely human. So now let's scan it on content at scale and see what we get. Wow, that was pretty instant. Look at that. It passes as human. So let's try a few more. We got 0GPT and Winston AI. Let's paste them both in here and then detect. Scan. As you can see, 0GPT has detected it as 43% AI, so a little bit of it did get through, but it says your text is likely human written, but it may include parts generated by AI, so it didn't pass this one. And as you can see over here on Winston, it did not pass on Winston, but that's all right. We're gonna go fix this right now. We're gonna fix this using the HIX bypass that I mentioned last video. So we're gonna come down here and go over to the HIX bypass. We're gonna paste our text and then we're gonna humanize it with their latest model yet again. So now that it's been humanized, let's actually retest it on both of these AI detectors, right? So we're gonna paste it back here, detect, And we're going to go back on Winston and we're going to do a new quick scan. So let's scan it yet again right there, scan text. And as you can see, Winston just passed it with 90%. So 90% of this is written by a human according to Winston AI. These Winston guys, they've been the most aggressive on AI detectors, I do have to say, which means it's likely going to pass over here on EssayGPT. And yes, it did. 0% of this text is AI and it is basically all human is what it's saying. So now that we're back on the EssayGPT dashboard right here, we're going to take a look at the writer. Now, what the writer tool does is it's mainly aimed at college students or graduate students, and it's used for writing papers. So there's a lot of different functions you can do in here to write and edit papers, right? So let's write a paper on the lethal dose of crack, right? We're going to convince all the crackheads. The crackhead rates are going to drop across the US just because we're using this, right? So we're going to do / to generate again. And let's just brainstorm ideas on the lethal dose of crack. Why not, right? So brainstorm ideas on the lethal dose of crack. Crack! Alright, so now it's brainstorming a bunch of ideas on the lethal dose of crack, which is pretty cool. We're going to delete all those, and we're going to type / again. We're going to tell it to write an outline of a research paper on the lethal dose of poop. No, I'm just kidding. Crack. Let's generate an outline. Oh, look at it go. Jesus. We got the introduction, understanding crack. Factors affecting lethal dose of crack, probably like body weight and stuff, right? Research on the lethal dose of crack, implications for public health and policy, intervention strategies. If you know someone that's doing crack, oh my god. In the conclusion here. So what it did was it just generated us basically a research paper right here, at least the outline of one. Let's try that again. Let's just do some more right here. Let's generate a lab report on the lethal dose of crack. Let's just generate this real fast and see what it does. So as you can see, it generated another outline with a little bit different results here. More catered toward a lab on crack cocaine, but sort of get the idea. Now, another cool function of the essay writer is actually the research function and the scholar chat function right over here on the side. Now, for example, with our research paper on crack right here, what we can do with this is we can type in crack cocaine, and it's going to sift through a bunch of different research papers about the subject. That way you can cite sources or just, straight up look at some of this stuff and then copy facts. Now, with the scholar chat function implemented, you can actually ask it stuff like, what are some contributing factors to the lethal dose of crack? Now, once we ask this, it's actually going to start spitting out a bunch of generated stuff. And as you can see, some of the contributing factors here are psychological responses, dosage and route of administration, the purity of the drug, the user's tolerance, basically everything you can think of. This doesn't just work with crack, no. You can also ask us stuff like, what are the most dangerous computer viruses? As you can see, it goes very in-depth about any topic that you give it. So basically, the writer is aimed toward college or grad students with actual labs, all kinds of crazy or in-depth things that you need to edit. And now the final feature we have of EssayGPT here is called Scholar Chat. And Scholar Chat is an AI academic chat function that allows you to search through 200 million papers and get answers for any question that you may have. So we're just going to click on Scholar Chat over here, and we're going to ask it a question, right? So, what is the lethal dose of crack? So let's search across 200 million plus papers about what the lethal dose of crack is. It might be different in a different country. You never know. They might have worse or better crack. Who knows, dude? So as you can see, it's spitting out a list of relevant papers on the lethal dose of crack, right? Number one is blowpipe dart poison. So apparently I didn't phrase myself here clear enough. So we're going to look up what is the lethal dose of crack cocaine. So let's search across 200 million papers of what the lethal dose of crack cocaine is. And as you can see, it's spitting out a bunch of information right here. It says the lethal dose of crack cocaine is a topic that raises debates about drug legalization and its impact on society, dude. Doesn't actually look like it gave us a straight answer, so we're just gonna hit regenerate on that and see what else it comes up with. So now it's saying, I found a relevant paper titled Legalization of Drugs by R. Newport. Go figure. I wonder if R. Newport smokes Newports. But as you can see, it links the entire paper and all of its details right here. So basically, this allows you to take any question that you might have, and in a database somewhere is a paper sitting that somebody already wrote about that subject, and what it's going to do is it's going to search through that paper, or papers if there's more of them. And last but certainly not least, we have 3 popular tools down here that we could check out as well. We have the Essay Rewriter, which rewrites your essay to make it plagiarism free and conveys a stronger sense of professionalism. We have the Essay Extender, which expands your essay content, basically just goes more in depth of whatever your essay's about. And we have the Essay Checker. Now this verifies the clarity and overall structure of your essay. As you can see, if we hit view all over here, there's a bunch more tools that are actually there. there, such as the thesis statement generator, the essay hook generator, essay introduction generator, essay shortener if you want to do the opposite of the essay extender, and so much more. That basically sums up EssayGPT, guys. I'll see you in the next part of the video for the conclusion. Well, that about sums up the video, guys. This concludes my two-part series on HIX.AI. Big shout out to them for making this video possible. Make sure you guys go check it out. Hey, if you're in school right now, go get EssayGPT. It'll be well worth your while. And with that being said, guys, make sure you're following me on all my other social medias, Instagram, Twitter, or X, if you want to be an idiot. But get this, guys, if you do go follow me on all those other social medias, there's a chance that I might follow you back, right? I'm gonna be following people back for a little bit, just a little bit. You guys got 24 hours if you want a follow back from me, the Skid King, Mr. Lil Xan with no face tattoos, Mr. Veraxity. And yeah, guys, we're almost at 500,000 subscribers. I want to thank each and every one of you for your support. And with that all being said, guys, be safe on the internet and have a nice day. Peace.